It's Madden NFL 24. And we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Titans and the Texans. All that and more coming up next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so... He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not, and now we're at 6-0, are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Titans at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Now here's Burks on the jet sweep, and that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Fields. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. The open man here, Renfro. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down and 6. Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and a couple. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Third and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Hyatt. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one back in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to this.
I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second. game. Series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
Taking it right down Broadway.
He may go.
Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play up. into the end zone for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense set to go again. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
105 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 50, here's Fields. On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Fields now to throw. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Fields.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Henry up the middle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Henry will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returning is Peppers. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You don't.
I'm not good enough to play in a fantasy game. I enjoy watching
you do it. You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
On second down, here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. Down the right sideline. And it's a Titans touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 65 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The long touch. Some 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The throw over the middle taken in. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud will look to throw once more. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Stroud's throw going into the hands of Williams. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Burks. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go. Good.
On first down, it's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Stroud now on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Loose inside the 30. Hard running at the 15. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field, and it was a fairly innocuous play call.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So still time for the... 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go. Easy. Shut them down.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense.
And the numbers for him, pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage, that's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And if you're a defensive team, you'll give up that yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take away the rest of the guys. Don't let them hurt you as well. But the biggest one is they contained him well enough that they've been able to increase their lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
This pass finds its way to Williams. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Houston.
Mike Williams, 59 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
McManus's point after is good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a first down throw, Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6'6", doesn't it?
He really does. is, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to...
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second down and a yard. Fields. That one finds Hyatt. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before his ball? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of time.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off. Usually, four steps and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here comes Peppers. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Desmond King making the tackle. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
Our secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just follow the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Fields. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll get him down at the 34. And he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Fields. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Spears. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 178 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Henry again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Holding offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session.
their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Here's Spears on second down. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 34. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Right back to Spears. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go.
Get it together.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start. Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's airing it out for Williams, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stroud here on 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Houston's offense taking over again. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Stroud to throw it. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's second down and a yard.
At the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point from McManus is good. And down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Patterson again, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. On the option, here's Spears. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A little juke. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense.
I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it's still for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm